Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of New to Weeaboo. This is number 73 for June 1st, 2022. I am Nemesis, and I am joined as usual by Alcatraz.
Hello.
Yes, it is June, which means rainbows everywhere, corporate nonsense, of course, because they gotta sell us things to us gays and all that stuff.
We at Wayland Corporate. God, I love that
Wayland
picture.
Yutani.
We at Wayland Yutani. I love that picture with all of those corporations. It's like,
Aperture science. But so we're doing the usual thing we do for that, which is gay anime or gayer anime.
Gay, I'm about to say, it's not like we
All the stuff we already do is already kind of gay, either intentional or otherwise. Anime news that actually popped up, this is today as recording, was the Konosuba Season 3 has been announced, along with a spin-off for Megaman. So that's a thing. That's a big anime.
Still need to watch that.
There's that one part of the movie I'm not really a fan of, but hey.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that happens.
It's a thing. We might come around to this one eventually, but who knows? We'll see.
Yeah, I still haven't watched any of it, and it's becoming one of those almost required viewings.
Yeah. So that's the big anime news that popped up. Beyond that, I've just mostly been keeping up with my seasonal stuff. I did find something I want to watch, but I won't be able to for a while, but just because of scheduling. But yeah, something I definitely want to watch myself personally. But yeah, we're actually talking about Sasaki and Miyano this week. This time.
This time.
Yeah.
This episode.
Yeah, this is about two guys in high school who, one of which likes to read BL manga, which if you don't know, that means boys love.
Yep.
And the other one, he just kind of by chance winds up getting
roped into
that. And yeah, it's and then they bond, and then the gay happens very frequently. Well, the main character, one of the two main characters, Shumei Sasaki, is a senpai there. You know, starts off in the second year, becomes a third year over the course of the anime. And then you got Yoshikazu Miyano, who's, a year below, and he's the kohai. He's the one who's in the BL thing. And they wind up just kind of by chance meeting each other because, you get the kind of bit of a flashback, which is Miyano stumbles across a classmate being beaten up, and he's about to go intervene despite the fact he's, about to poop his pants.
And he's kind of scrawny and can't do much.
Sasaki just comes and says, no, I can care of this, don't worry. And he goes in and, he gets his butt kicked.
But he got the other guy out.
He gets the other kid out, who turns out to be one of Miyano's friends anyway. But yeah, it's that's their first meeting, and it's just for some reason Miyano there was kind of a bit enamored, but then a large chunk of the anime is basically Miyano's gay panic.
Yeah.
Because he's into BL, but I'm not into guys, he says, as he just thinks about Sasaki all the time. And that's pretty much the anime.
Basically.
It's just a long, drawn-out gay, multi-month gay panic. From someone who just can't seem to figure themselves out because mostly seemingly because of willful ignorance.
Yeah.
Which is not an uncommon thing.
Yeah, it's you call it a month-long gay panic, and it basically is. Multi-month gay panic. That's what multi as it's over a year.
Yeah.
But I think the better, more professional short description of it is that this is a story of self-discovery.
Sure.
and realization and coming to terms with something that you didn't realize before.
Yeah.
And that's where Miyano kind of struggles with. It's like, but no, I had a crush on a girl once, so I can't be gay.
You can be bi then.
Exactly.
Or pan.
There are other options. I mean, just because you have a crush on a girl doesn't mean that you can't also fall for a guy.
Yeah. But no, bisexuality doesn't exist, right?
Yeah. There are multiple options.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what it. But it is also not just for Miyano.
Yeah.
Sasaki also goes through it a
Sasaki
bit.
figures out pretty quick, though.
He does figure it out a lot quicker, but it does take him a little bit.
Oh, but like first two episodes, and okay, I figured that out.
Yep, and then most of his struggle is less
keeping himself in control. That's what his struggle is.
Yeah, his struggle is that he
my
figures it
kohai
out.
is so
and is like,
cute.
oh boy.
I must. No, wait, no, I cannot.
Yeah.
Beyond that, you got some supporting cast. You got Taiga Hirano, who's another senpai of a Miyano, who also friends with Sasaki, and they're part of the what was it?
Discipline committee.
That's what it was. Discipline committee. Then you got Ogasawara, Hanzawa, Kurosawa, and Tashiro, and they're a bunch of supporting cast, classmates of Miyano or classmates of Sasaki, and they have their own little things, like one of them being very devoted to his girlfriend. Very devoted.
That's Kurosawa.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kurosawa is very devoted.
Yep. One of them having blonde hair, a bit of an airhead.
Tashiro.
Yep.
Tashiro.
And he's been an airhead. Then you got the guy who's kind of, his girlfriend's also into BL. She's a Fujoshi. See, and that upsets him because he's worried because is she having her BL fantasies with me in there? Because I don't like that.
It's Ojisawa?
Yeah.
Ojisawara. Yeah. It's a fun one. Yeah. He's got blue highlights in his hair.
Yeah, Ogasawara.
Yeah.
And then you got very, how should I put him? There's another guy there who's very enigmatic and always has that smile like he knows everything.
Hanzawa.
He always has that close-eyed smile like he knows everything.
Yeah, that's the thing about Hanzawa I even noticed. Yeah, he sees things and he knows.
But his eyes always been closed.
Yeah, there was a couple times he opened them, and it's one of those like when Brock in Pokemon Anime opens his, it's just, oh no. He's definitely an interesting character, Hanzawa. Yeah. He's the president of the discipline committee, if I remember correctly. He's the head. Yeah. His family's interesting, and that's sort of what leads him into why he acts the way he does.
Yeah. But yeah, as characters, Miyano is very timid, quiet, closed off, part because of the BL thing, which is for a guy to be into BL, that's a girl into BL. Okay, it's fine for the most part because like
depends on who you are. Whether
it's one of those, it's culturally, it's kind of fine, not a big deal. You might be considered a little weird, but whatever.
It's more generally accepted.
Yeah. Whereas a guy being into BL, you're gonna get looks. So he keeps it to himself, but yeah, Sasaki finds out about it and gets into it and everything. Yeah, Miyano, he's all quiet and timid and shy and all that stuff, and for the most part, he opens up a little bit as time goes on, including just kind of sometimes just openly speaking his mind.
Yep.
Sasaki is a bit of a dork, but also he's one of those weird things. He's kind of cool, but also a dork.
Yep.
So he dyes his hair and everything. He looks kind of like a bit of a delinquent, but he's not. He's a very soft kid, honestly, in the end. He's just tall. And he hangs out. I think it's partly because like his class is full of delinquents. Yeah,
so it kind of rubs off on him a little bit too. But
so
he's got that confident.
And he's very confident for the most part. Again, we see sometimes he has those moments of just nervousness and he's just terrified of what's going to happen.
Yep. I think he's able to hold his image in public very well, but we see multiple times where he does that and then walks around a corner and basically just drops and goes, "Oh God."
Yeah. Oh God, you're so cute.
And goes into a panic, but only in private.
Yeah. He's also a bit, what was the word I was just thinking of? It was, he's very easygoing.
Yes, he's very easygoing.
Yeah, just kind of goes with the flow for the most part.
He's also a hugger.
Yep. Much to Miyano's fear, yes. Because his heart starts beating rapidly. Oh no, the Doki Dokis are here.
Kokoro goes Doki Doki.
Exactly. Hirano's kind of how should I put that?
How do you put it? He's also a bit of a delinquent. But yeah,
he's weird to well, he's not really delinquent because that's the thing. He's part of the disciplinary committee.
Yeah,
he just kind of looks like one because
he's part of the delinquent class, though. So
I think it's the thing is like he's not really delinquent because he just bleaches his hair.
Yeah,
because it looks cool. So he's kind of a bit of a stickler for certain things, and he gets on Sasaki's case several times, including just outright hitting him when he's just being an idiot.
Yep. But he's also not like. There's words I'm looking for that I'm missing to describe him, but yeah.
So, beyond that, let's see. It's kind of straightforward because there's also a bit of a weird meta narrative because the whole, because Miyano's into the BL manga novels, in my anime, I guess, by extension.
And yeah.
He's into that. There's some weird meta narrative because they talk about a lot of common BL terms like the uke and seme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And seme. Yeah. Uke and seme.
Uke seme and fujoshi and
Fudanshi and Fujoshi.
Fudanshi, that's what it was.
The interesting thing about that one, though, if I read correctly, those two terms are originally derogatory.
Somewhat.
They were created as derogatory terms and then reclaimed.
Somewhat,
from what
I think,
from what I've read.
Remember correctly, yeah, but yeah,
yeah,
it's just a thing.
But that is a thing. But they used both those terms a lot.
Yeah, a lot of those terms. Fudanshi, Fujoshi, uke, and seme, because they hold the archetypes and stuff, and Miyano kind of arguing, and then even the whole fantasizing about BL in real life thing. Is this a BL moment?
Is this a BL moment?
But then also him saying, one of the things was he would never ever do that with Sasaki. As in he will never put Sasaki in one of his little fantasies.
Right.
Which he didn't.
No.
Not those kind of fantasies.
Not those kind. You just made new ones.
Personal ones where he's involved, that's a whole different thing. The other thing is Miyano also has a bit of a chip on his shoulder over the fact he's small and kind of feminine.
Yep.
At least early on.
Yeah, his whole thing is people consider him rather effeminate, a girly face and whatnot.
He gets a bit of a complex about that.
Yeah, he got kind of a complex, so it bugged him.
Because there's a bit where there's a school, the school having there's a culture, the festival thing, and they're going to do a cross dressing competition. They want him to do it, and he's
struggled with it.
Yeah, because for him, for a while, it was a long time. It was a thing where it's like, and he's finding out, no, he's not really so feminine anymore because he's growing up.
Yep, he's growing up. And there was also the tie-in with his old crush from middle school. Apparently, she wanted him to dress up as a girl once, and he didn't do it. And then they met up again.
Yeah.
But then it was their second meeting where he started realizing, hey, wait a minute. I have changed a bit physically.
Yep.
I'm not quite, because she mentioned that you're taller, you've got more.
Yeah, she said she swore she was taller than him, although he disputes it. But I would suspect she was taller, that he doesn't want to admit it because that's kind of a blow to the ego.
Yeah, it's also a running joke about, oh, you grew up, you were like my waist when we met. It's like, no, I wasn't. Because that's what you do with short people, right?
Yeah, you just make them sound shorter. Always.
The 5'11" versus 6 foot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so there's a lot of moments where it's just there's a lot of literal sparkles and flowery stuff going on because it's just what you do, right?
That's what you do. Whenever there's a gay moment, you have shapes sparkling around.
There's a lot of stuff like that. There's a lot of people who just assume Sasaki and Miyano are already dating.
It's like, I don't know why, but that just reminds me of that one scene from JD and Turk.
No.
You're kind of married. No, we're not. We kind of are.
We're a little married.
We're a little married.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing about this anime is there's actually not a whole lot of plot development because it's kind of spelled out from the get-go what it's going to be.
Yeah.
And it's 12 episodes of just, and this was one of the things watching it was, it's 12 episodes of just pining and just dragging their feet and everything. Sometimes you're just sitting there screaming, kiss already.
Yeah, that was half of it was just yelling at the screen. Just
kiss already.
Figure it out. Interesting though, it did feel like it kind of slowed down a bit.
A little bit.
About halfway through, it felt kind of like it stretched out a little bit more. It was just not to a bad way at all. I didn't feel like it was like really dragging on or anything like that, but I definitely noticed the pace kind of slowed down a bit there.
Mm-hmm. Also, they countered it out and didn't show the actual kiss at the end.
Boo. Didn't they?
They did not actually show it.
Didn't later on though? Didn't they show like another one sort of?
If they showed it, I didn't see it because it would have been literally I looked away from the screen and it happened while I was looking away.
Yeah, but it was just the big moment, the first kiss. Of course, they had to block it off with
half a centimeter from each other. Oop, cut away
to a away shot where a tree branch is covering their face. It's like, you cowards.
Yeah, cowards. For sure. The big problem there is that it's just the way Japanese television is. Once you add a gay kiss, all of a sudden now you're a late night anime, and that has implications with it.
Mm-hmm.
Which, yeah, sucks.
Yep. Oh yeah, one of the things I noticed in their design between Sasaki and Miyano, they really did kind of push the him being a bit more effeminate. One of the ones that I noticed the most is the eyes.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Miyano's got the big round,
that's
big round,
shortcut
cute
to
eyes,
innocence.
Yep, where all the other guys have more of the narrower, angled eyes, except for Miyano, big round ones. Also, Sasaki's got a fang. He's got that fang thing going on.
I was thinking about it. I was looking at how Sasaki is, and I was like, if Sasaki was a girl, you would be all over. Red hair, fang, kind of sporty.
I would not deny that. I can't deny that. Probably.
You have made it obvious.
Yeah. But he's not, so.
Nope. Ooh, crisis averted. But yeah, this was also this is based on a manga. It was started in 2016, still going, and there's a novel series which ran for a couple years as well. There's another spin-off manga, looks like Harano and Kaguya.
Huh.
Wonder what that's about.
Yeah, I don't know. I know discipline committee chairman, his brothers. His two brothers were gay, and that was a defining moment for him, Hanzawa.
Yep.
That led him to his led him to how he acted, because it was weird how he acted. It's like he was supportive, but also it was weird. But it turns out it's like he's worried about his brothers getting into a relationship like that, but seeing Miyano and Sasaki together gives him hope that his brothers are going to be fine.
One of his brothers just announced casually at dinner, "I'm gay. Yeah, I don't. You're not gonna get grandkids from me. I'm gay." And mother, huh?
Is this a coming out? And then the other brother, "Oh yeah, me too." What?
Okay. And that's how it is.
Okay.
But yeah, this was animated by Studio Dean, which, let's see, founded in 1975.
Wow, they've been around for a while.
Let's see, notable things. Let's see, Ranma.
Oh.
Let's see, I'm trying to look for another one that people would recognize from just me speaking a lot. Oh, Fruits Basket, the original version, not the
Senshi
remake.
Sailor Moon Studio.
That
The Shoujo Senshi Sailor Moon. Like a new one? Yeah. Looks like they have that one.
Higurashi. That's a big one. Code E.
Yeah, Sailor Moon.
Yeah, it's supposed to be one of the later ones. It's going
through. On here multiple times. As the studio involved, at least, yeah.
Oh, Sakura Trick.
Sakura Trick.
More gay. Except
I have not seen that one, but I've heard things.
Speaking of Konosuba, they did that. Junji Ito.
Oh boy, Junji Ito stuff.
7 Deadly Sins.
Yep, Junji Ito collection.
Oh god, 7 Deadly Sins. I have heard stuff about that one. One of them I've always been kind of morbidly curious, but I've heard it's a very fan servicey anime with some really creepy stuff. And on top of that, after the first 2 seasons, they switched studios and the animation went to crap too.
Yep, they've got a lot of big names.
Oh wow! Is this the one I'm thinking of?
Hetalia. Oh boy.
Oh my god, they animated an anime. Did an anime I watched when I was a teenager. It's really obscure and kind of was. Wow. Yeah, that's an anime I watched when I was a teenager. That's kind of obscure and kind of was also. I just remember.
Is that Miku?
Getting to the end and getting that was disappointing at the ending.
That is. They did a thing called download. I just going through and I see Hatsune Miku on their list. It's like, oh, okay. They've done stuff involving Hatsune Miku. I may have to check that out. Yep, they've been around for a while and they've done a lot of stuff.
Trying to think of what else to talk about on this one, because
it's a bit of, I don't really want to call it a slow burn, because the gay,
it's from the get-go.
It's like, unabashedly gay from the beginning.
Yeah, there's no way around there. It's just
like episode 1, it starts off like, oh, this is gay. So they're not So I can't really call it a slow burn, but their relationship is a slow building one.
Because Miyano just is struggling with it. Because for what he's like, oh, I like BL, but that doesn't mean I like guys. And then you just see a lot of that where he just kind of he really gets to further and further just more ridiculous reasons as to why he's totally not into Sasaki. I swear. They get more and more ridiculous as it goes on. It's like he's just really just trying not to be gay.
Oh, wow. Oh, geez. I'm still looking at what they've done. What the studio's done. I found other big names. But yeah, Miyano just in constant denial of it. I think another one that he was still not just coming to terms with, falling for a guy, but what it actually means to be in love.
Yeah.
In general, what that means.
Kind of.
Because the whole thing is like, wait, I have actually fallen for it. Realizing all these different, and people talking to him, what does it mean? And him realizing this actually fits. Oh crap.
Yeah. One of the other things was very much that he was always hiding his manga and stuff, and freaked out whenever Sasaki just openly talked about it, because Sasaki doesn't realize you're supposed to be ashamed.
Because Sasaki has no sense of embarrassment when it comes to that.
Yeah. And they even went to, saw a BL movie adaptation together. And then, of course, Miyano overhearing some girls talking about, are they together? Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Kind of, is that weird?
Why else would they go to a movie together? Yeah.
Yeah. And then Sasaki also, there's a couple times where Sasaki showed some clear jealousy and protectiveness for Miyano. Like he saw someone reaching to pat his head. He just outside. He just went over, opened the window, and grabbed Miyano
and just glared. Okay. That was blue highlight person. Yeah. Ogasawara. Who was about to give him a head pat.
No,
he's mine. No touchy. But then there's many occasions where similar things have happened. Like the time Miyano ran into his old crush.
Yep. Sasaki
saw that one. Oh, nope, grabbed him and drug him away. And then felt bad for it.
Yeah, there's also the thing with the cross-dressing competition. Sasaki actually asked him not to compete initially, and was like,
so in a roundabout way, yeah. And it was that was a whole thing. If I asked you not to
compete, would you not do?
If I asked you, would you not? Yeah.
That sort of thing. So it's like, he's a bit jealous, protective streak there.
Yep. Although I will say, Kurosawa was definitely probably would have won that competition.
Yeah, I saw that.
Was much to Tashiro's chagrin. Poor Tashiro.
Behind his box.
Didn't they get him twice? I think because the first one we saw, but I think they mentioned in like the background that it happened again.
Yeah. Oh, hello. Who are you? Oh no.
And then he sat in the corner with a box on his head. Don't look at me.
Yeah, and the general art style actually really helped sell that for Kurosawa. Because it's like, for Kurosawa, when he was dressed as in the school uniform, girls' school uniform, it's like he looked genuinely like a lot of girl designs you see in other anime. It's like if you didn't know better. That was the other thing I was wondering about that, because I was a little worried at the point when she mentioned his girlfriend is in the hospital. I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
It turns out it's kind of okay, I guess. I don't know. It doesn't seem to be too terrible, whatever it was.
Yeah, and they don't really bring it up all that much.
I thought it would be like a bigger plot point, but nope, not really.
Yep.
Or subplot or something. But beyond that, let's see. There's the...
I want to know what is up with the cats.
Oh, yeah, the cat thing.
It just likes to pan to cats watching them. Because I mean, okay. But it's kind of odd. The cats always show up at weird moments.
Remember, Sasaki also calls Miyano Mia-chan.
Mia-chan.
Which sounds like a lot like Nya. I think that's the point.
Maybe.
It's probably just a weird kind of play on words.
Possibly. Like a pun.
Yeah, because it sounds a lot like Nya. So I'm guessing that's the point.
Like, yeah.
Stop. Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking this might actually be a short episode because it's kind of running into that wall.
Yeah, like you said earlier, there isn't a huge amount of, I guess, meat or things going on.
Yeah.
It's just
it's a warm, nice,
it's a warm story
romance.
of them discovering themselves and each other and what it means.
Nice warm romance.
Yep.
And
it's really well done though.
Yeah, I really liked it. I really liked it overall. I don't know what I was going into expecting. This is a fairly new anime. It literally just came out this year.
Yeah, it aired January through March.
It was the winter season.
Yeah.
The manga started popping up in 2016. Still going. So I guess their story is continuing beyond this. But yeah, we got this chunk of their relationship, which thank God it didn't stop before they even got together. I would have been mad if they got to the end if they weren't together yet. I would have been so upset. But it was really well done. Really liked it. I didn't know what to expect. But yeah, I really liked it. Yeah, it is a bit threadbare and plot-wise, but this is very much about these two characters and their growth. Beyond that, it's not really, nothing else beyond that is really that important. So that's a thing. So if you want to have a nice feel-good romance, this is a good one to watch. Yeah, and also I want to say the animation's pretty good and musical choices are often pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, and even the supporting cast are pretty fun too.
Yep, everyone there no one is there pointlessly.
There was that funny thing was I think it was Ogasawara's girlfriend came to school and then hit him.
Yep,
and they're having a fight and then it's about dumb stuff and then
I kind of like the scenes with, and I think it really helps Miyano come to terms with himself when stuff like that happens, or they he got some weird thing between him and his girlfriend, and he's like, "You, Fudanshi, translate for me."
Yeah.
But I think it starts to actually help Miyano a bit because it starts, I guess, normalizing who he is amongst everyone else, and it just becomes just normal to him.
Oh, yeah, the other thing was no one really judged him negatively for the idea that he's into BL or possibly gay.
Yeah, the closest that we got to someone doing that was Ogasawara.
Yeah, and it was mostly just because negative experience from his girlfriend being a fujoshi.
Exactly, but
it's like, are you going to be weird like that? Are you fetishizing me too?
No. Even Miyano, when the phone conversation, when he actually has to talk to Ogasawara's girlfriend, he even goes, "Oh." She's kind of far out there.
Yep. And then fujoshi have very much a negative reputation sometimes because they're a little intense.
Yeah. Well, like I said, the term did originate as derogatory. It's like it's something like garbage or delinquent, or it's not really delinquent, but something like that is what the first part means. Yeah. Yeah. But it was those terms were originally used as derogatory against them, and they just kind of
what about it? Yeah, what of it?
Yeah, so it's basically like a reclaimed slur.
Yeah, well, kind of.
I mean, I don't think it's a direct one-to-one on that one.
A little bit intense there, but yeah.
Yeah, like I said, it's not direct one-to-one, but yeah.
Yeah, so I would recommend watching this if you haven't already.
Yep, it's just pretty good.
It's a very nice, warm anime.
It's warm.
And it has a satisfying ending.
It does.
Thank goodness. Well, let's not cuts off halfway through like Blooming to You as good as it was.
As good as it was.
It's annoying. We only got half the story because the other half's in the manga.
Or we end it with them really, really close, but not actually together.
They're just pals.
Some other ones.
So yeah, that's it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you could check out other episodes at newtoweeaboo.libsyn.com. It's spelled Labsyn. You could subscribe to the RSS feed there, or you could go to Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, or Amazon Podcasts. You could find New to Weeaboo in any of those and search for it if you want, or just click most of them. You can click the button at the top of the Libsyn site and go that way, except for Amazon Podcast because things got weird and it's just a pain in the butt to deal with. If you want to contact us, you do so via email, newtoweeaboo@gmail.com. If you have questions or comments or anime recommendations or whatever, it's a nice way to, just long form communication. If you want to follow us on Twitter, you can do so at newtoweeaboo. That's where we drop new episodes as they come out and whatnot, and sometimes random anime observations and retweets or whatever. And then across our personal accounts, I'm at Nemesis Prime 1 and he's at Alcatraz717 and underscore at the end.
Yep, that's me. It's me. It's me.
Yeah, so that's it for this one. Join in next time. We will be talking about Yuru Yuri.
About time.
That's one of those. It's kind of a staple.
Yeah, I'll finally be watching that one. And there's this ulterior part of that one that I'm interested in. A VA thing.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yep.
Simp.
We'll get there. We'll get to that.
Yeah, so that's it. That's it for this one. Again, hope you enjoyed it. Hope you stick around. Hope you live out a nice, good life. Keep yourself safe, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.